When a narcissist stays silent, this is what's inside their mind. We're back for another video. Those of you who have arrived today, please accept my heartfelt greetings. My channel wouldn't be possible without your support, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this one. To make sure you don't miss any new videos, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. Now is the time to begin. Narcissists who choose to remain silent are the subject of our discussion today. What is it about people that causes them to remain mute or act in a nonverbal manner toward others? As a word for it, it is called the silent treatment. What motivates a narcissist to treat another person in this manner? There are primarily three explanations for this development. First, when discussing something they despise, narcissists will not speak. It's a situation we've all been in the past, I think. In spite of this, there's still a lot to discover. There are a number of factors that can cause narcissists to isolate themselves from others and cease communicating with them. The narcissist's discomfort may also be a plausible cause for this behavior. When narcissists feel threatened, they prefer to withdraw. Narcissists prefer the status quo. They can't tolerate changes as quickly as others because it means their authority is threatened. It's the same reason they enjoy being the center of attention. They want to know what's going to happen, and they can do better if they're in control. Repeating the same behavior patterns is preferred because it helps them to put on the perfect mask and gives them a sense of authority. So, if someone in the new group is more open and gregarious, they may close themselves off from them to prevent getting overwhelmed. When someone else is the focus of attention, they are less likely to participate and more likely to withdraw. In addition, they are naturally cautious of people who speak frankly or people who like to speak the truth. No sugarcoating things. This appears to be the second possibility. It is common for narcissistic people to claim they are too exhausted or sick to react if they are asked about their silence. Afterward, they'll slowly disappear from the crowd. They have been forced to shift the focus away from themselves and into a situation where they are no longer the center of attention. They'd be tense and furious at the same time. But there's nothing they can do. They've remained silent for now, but the people who irritate and frighten them come next on their hit list, of course. Third, they might be keeping quiet because they're working on something. Either they're plotting a way to cause harm to another person, or they're getting together with their minions to plot their next move. Retaliation is a common obsession for those who suffer from narcissistic injuries. Narcissists' minds can go to overdrive if they are exposed to one of these things. Keeping their new supply interested and spending as much time with them as possible is all that matters to the narcissist. To avoid further conflict with their spouse, if they have one, the narcissist will lash out and become irrationally combative. You can count on them to return and make up with their partner after the new supply has run out until they can leave again when they find another supply. In order to get rid of one of their supply, narcissists use this method. This section is for you if you'd like to know how in the world narcissists can get rid of someone. They've ceased the love bombing and are now in full discard mode. The narcissist puts forth a lot of effort, no matter if they are trying to injure or win someone over. Their thoughts race, and they become more introverted as a result of this. Because narcissists want you to give chase, follow, give in to them, or whatever you prefer to stay at, the narcissist will stop talking. No lovey-dovey part, no gift, no nothing. They'll only treat you like air. Narcissists use silence as a kind of punishment when they don't get what they want. They won't be caught until it's too late for anyone else to notice. With silence, a narcissist hopes to induce their victim to open up, lighten the situation, and therefore make them feel better about themselves. When you're begging them to chat, they want you to make them pleased and amused in order to keep them interested in you and your conversation. A narcissist enjoys making others feel that they need them. They can play this game to see how their silence affects their target. They often do this whenever they're feeling bored with a relationship. Narcissistic people take pleasure in harming others, bringing down their spirits, or making others doubt their own skills. It's critical that you avoid letting people like this into your heart if you want to avoid being depressed and having your life ruined. For these reasons, narcissists tend to go silent or stop talking to others. They can be watching your movements to see whether you're going to assault them, or they might be curious about what you're doing. Narcissists can't really be happy unless they're around sad people. This means they're never happy as long as you're happy. You can expect jealousy at its worst when it comes to narcissists. As a result, narcissists become hysterical when they're unable to express their feelings. As I mentioned, these are 3 primary reasons for the narcissist's silent, and a possible 4th one that has nothing to do with external events, as you can see. Narcissists attempt to hide their shame or inadequacies from others, which indeed have nothing to do with you or any other person. The people they live with will be the first to notice their moodiness and aloofness if they're covert narcissists. Depression and withdrawal can occur in any narcissist if the situation is not favorable to them or they are in their comfort zone. Whatever the cause, the narcissist's silence is never a good indicator. So, please share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and let me know if anything I said was helpful. If you want to be sure you don't miss any future videos, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell icon. Thank you for spending your time on this channel. Have a nice day. When a narcissist meets a powerful opponent, this is how far they can go to get their way. Hi everyone, we're back for a new video. My heartfelt greetings to all of you who have arrived today. My channel wouldn't exist without your support. Your consideration is much appreciated. For the sake of not missing any newly uploaded videos, please subscribe to this channel and enable the notification bell. It is a pleasure to meet you as well. Let's begin. Narcissists are known for their extreme desire to get what they want, and today's post is all about that. Narcissists are extremists. They're willing to do and take everything, even if it's not theirs, to begin with. Definitions of extremism include being extreme in their behaviors and promoting extreme actions or viewpoints. In other words, you can't stop narcissists from being self-obsessed narcissists. They'd go as far as they could and keep going until they obtained what they desired if given the opportunity. To exaggerate, they'd willingly trample on many innocent lives in order to obtain the coveted Holy Grail. For that matter, narcissists need a lot of power, money, and fame. They'll keep going as long as they have a goal in mind. As a result, when they're in the love-bombing mode, they tend to go overboard. This is because they really expect to get something out of it. Without something to take, they'll not be doing it at all. As a result, they don't mind sacrificing your affection or your obedience as long as they get what they want. But soon after they get everything that they want, they become aloof and unpleasant. This is not just about romantic relationships. It can happen in any form of encounter with narcissists, whether it's at work, at home, or even in a social context. Narcissists can be rude and manipulative even to those they care about. In fact, those close to them experience the most impact due to the narcissist's behaviors. As long as you're important to them, they'll be happy to see you and smile at you. But as soon as you no longer provide values, they'll turn their backs on you without hesitation. In order to get something, the narcissist's excitement is so exaggerated that it is unsustainable. You'll be left wondering what went wrong, because they can change their affections for you in a matter of seconds. Their seeming ability to jump from one extreme state to the other is astounding. You may find them praising you and all, but seconds later, they'll be at the other ends of the spectrum and suddenly criticize you without any significant cause. There's almost seldom a day that goes perfectly according to plan without some unnecessary drama. When they're sick, they may not be able to fight or use their love-bombing ways to attract you. In this case, all of their concerns are directed at you as if they had no other choice than to rely on you for everything. They'd act like a hopeless being who needs your care to survive their predicament. But when they're healthy, these people often have irrational reactions to even the tiniest of mistakes. Whenever you try to convey your feelings and express your demands, you'll either get no response or they'll stop doing what they were already doing, because of what you suggested or requested. Any form of setbacks or losses enrage narcissists, so they're not up to negotiations. To expect something from them is to expect their narrow-mindedness. But when it's them who need you first, things would be different. If they need something from you, they may send you a text or call you at a certain time, even at the most inappropriate time, like in the middle of the night or something. If you're not responding, the narcissist will call or text repeatedly until you respond to them. There will be no exceptions. Even if you are just a few minutes late, you can expect another drama. There is nothing good you can expect. At the very least, you'll get a silent treatment. And if you want to get back together with them, you'll have to give them a lot of explanations as if everything is your fault. You'll be punished again if you don't fulfill the narcissist's expectations. What I can say is, narcissists lack the ability to think logically. They place undue stress on others around them, and they give you the impossible task to accomplish. In their minds, their only concern is keeping you in their sights, under their arm, and performing the function that they want from you, no question asked. I need to tell you that you need to avoid enraging them. It's best to exercise caution when conversing with them. Narcissists want you to treat them with kindness and understanding, regardless of how they feel. Those who don't think of themselves as kings or queens, on the other hand, are forced to surrender to them. Narcissists often prey on those closest to them, making them easy prey for their abuse and manipulation. So, just don't be anything that the narcissist expect. The best thing to do is to reject them without triggering them. You don't want to get involved in unnecessary drama. It's also common for narcissists to pretend to be someone else in order to acquire what they desire. A whole new level of personal development is at stake here. Narcissists imitate others' qualities because they are unable to be content with their own existences. They put up a show because they haven't achieved anything despite their efforts. As long as they're alive, they're continually looking for more, that which is most important to them. Their connections with loved ones will be sacrificed for the sake of their public image. Covert narcissists frequently employ this tactic. People who have never met them think they're angels of light, yet those who claim to adore them see them as the Antichrist. They go from not caring about you to the one who cares for you the most, as if you were the most important person in the world. And they'd also be the one throwing you back into the ditch again. The narcissist has complete control over how they respond. Consequently, interpersonal relationships between narcissists can be difficult. It's easy to get stressed out when you're on an emotional roller coaster. To attain their goals and to show their dominance, people with narcissistic personalities will go to extraordinary lengths to alter and confuse your mind. It's tough to communicate this person's outlook on life, other people, and interpersonal connections. To our detriment, they view us as though we are here to serve and please them. According to them, that's what we should focus on. They expect a lot from others and are incredibly particular about what they want. As far as they're concerned, they don't regard what they're doing to you as anything more than a nuisance or, to say the least, a necessary sacrifice. That which you've worked so hard for will be snatched from your grasp. Those expectations are out of line. Their anger makes the justifications much more difficult to understand. A narcissist's desire to take advantage of or harm another person is not exaggerated. If you value your safety, keep a safe distance from them. I think this is all I can say for today's topic. I hope this information was helpful to you. Let us know what you think by leaving a comment below. And please consider subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell icon below to be notified of new videos. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to what I had to say. Thanks. When a narcissist targets you again after they completely discard you, this is what they do. Welcome to another episode of Narcissist and Karma. Greetings to each and every one of you who has stayed on this channel. My channel wouldn't exist if it weren't for your support. It means a lot to me that you took the time to watch this video. If you could also subscribe to this channel and enable the notification bell, it would be greatly appreciated. Having the opportunity to meet you is a real pleasure. Let's get this started. Despite everything they've done to you in the past, the narcissist might try to win you back again for one or more reasons. Even though you already have a new life, it's not going to be easy to get away from them, because they're masters at playing on people's emotions and changing the course of events. One thing is certain about narcissists: they are egocentric. It's impossible to live a fully fulfilled life without getting a few new targets along the way. How you notice them is all that matters. And it's also possible that watching this or another video about narcissists will help you spot one before they act on you. Furthermore, if you've ever had to deal with an ex-narcissist who tries to re-enter your life in any way possible, you know what I mean. You'll need to watch this even more. If the narcissist plays their roles nicely, even after they've been exposed or unmasked, they can still return and be welcomed back with open arms. In today's post, we'll look at some of the ways in which narcissists re-enter our lives and why they do so. Remember this first: if we allow them back into our life again, it's going to be another toxic cycle you used to have, just a different set and cover. Maintaining a no-contact or zero-contact policy means that the narcissist can't get in touch with us in any way. Thus, there is no going back for them. There is no doubt in my mind that they will keep trying to discredit you and turn the public against you. In situations involving children, staying out of each other's business is not always an option. Furthermore, zero touch is also disliked by certain people for illogical reasons. It doesn't matter what kind of circumstance you're in. It's not always a smart idea to maintain a complete lack of contact. Despite this, the narcissist continues to pose a danger. This is a fact. Many people try to avoid narcissists by setting clear boundaries, which can be a good solution if you can stay firm with your boundaries. Narcissists will make every effort to get back together with you as soon as possible if they can get in touch with you. That begs the question: what are they looking for? Is the narcissist's desire to see you again motivated by something else? Is it love? To keep things short and sweet, I'll only touch on 2 points. The fact that you have something, a product. A function that narcissists will want to get is a solid start. Narcissists will try to re-enter your life if they still have anything they want from you. Another common reason is to continue the job they started, which was to ruin your life. And this time, for sure, they're attempting to make it more difficult for you to get back on your feet. They'll try to tear you down again now that you're standing on your own 2 feet, whether they've previously gotten rid of them or if they've previously gotten rid of you. Narcissists have a reputation for being patient when trying to get what they want from others. They're fully aware that they will have to put in a lot of work to overcome the barriers you have set in their way. These strategies will be used against you, so be prepared. Everything this group does is aimed at making us feel sorry for these unhappy people. They know that if you feel sorry for them, they might persuade you to reconsider their relationship with you in the future. Narcissists often fabricate stories about their own personal tragedies in order to gain sympathy from others. In most cases, they cite a medical justification for their actions. They would create symptoms or pretend to be ill in order to convince you that they were dying. Another possibility is that the narcissist will use your grief over the death of a loved one as an opportunity to manipulate your emotions further. As if they'd been shattered, they'd act like it. At a funeral, the youngsters would do anything to draw attention to themselves. To depict the narcissist as weak, powerless, and innocent, vulnerability is essential. An old favorite of the narcissist pranksters is to play the nice card trick to appear likable. They would appear humble and eager to be of service to you if they staged a surprise attack. They'll do everything it takes to make you happy and comfortable. Other than that, to put another way, that's the story you've been told. Narcissists are interested in lulling you into thinking they are no longer a danger to your well-being. Suppose you're a primary source. They can continue to seduce you for as long as you still have something they sought after. They can maintain the "I've changed" pretense for a little longer, making a transformational claim or promise that this time everything is going to be different. At any cost, they will exhibit their newfound maturity to those who need it. They'll go to great lengths to convince you that they've changed or are changing. Narcissists can strive to better themselves, And that is not a criticism. In fact, many of them try and fail. As soon as things are going well, they go back to their old habit immediately. This old beast will resurface as soon as the narcissist feels secure again. My videos prove that narcissists are who they are today because they're suffering inside, and they're willing to sacrifice everything if it means they can pursue their happiness. Aside from that, there's an ethical component to consider as well. They can promise all they want, but you'll get nothing more than a narcissist who has honed his or her skills at deceiving you and making you believe that you are unreasonable. Let a narcissist strive to change, but don't attempt to change them yourself. You've just listened about some ways narcissists can re-enter your life, posing as if they've changed, playing the nice card to make you feel better, acting weak, and convincing you that this time is different. Despite the fact that they may have finished with you, a narcissist will never let you go in case they'll need you again later. To the narcissist, they're the ones to decide whether you stay or not. It's not your choice. So, in order to regain your trust, they're doing their utmost to earn it back. Remember that narcissists don't take advantage of second chances to make amends for their previous transgressions. There will be no happy ending for you since they see it as an opportunity to finish what they started. Keep your boundaries strong and proceed with caution, especially if no contact is not possible. The narcissist may also be affecting your mental and physical well-being, so seek treatment immediately if you feel you're affected. The best plan of action is to calm down and regain your composure before